We took classes or labs on plankton, invertebrate, things like that. Just what we would be seeing and what are species native to the island and things like that.
Well, very good. Would you recommend that other students go next year?
Definitely, it's a one-in-a-lifetime experience.
My favorite part was the snorkels and all the fun that in labs that we learned about the ocean and all the fish.
Yeah. What kind of fish did you see when you were snorkeling?
We saw Garibaldi, the California state fish. They're big, bright orange fish. And we saw a lot of leopard sharks. The biggest one we saw was probably about 7 feet. They just sit on the bottom of the water.
What
You
about
see
you,
lots
Jacob?
of them.
I really enjoyed the snorkels too, because we got to see things like a sea lion hunting for fish underwater, and if we figured out to dive, we could go down to the bottom of the ocean where we were snorkeling and look for shells or just animals living down there. I also really enjoyed the labs because we got to see all of the animals we saw in the snorkels in tanks, so we could look at them and learn about them without having to chase them around.
Are you going to have a test later?
I don't know for sure.
We hope not.
We hope not.
So it was just for fun and learning?
Yeah, there is a grade. We have journals and we had logbooks we had to fill out. There's participation and citizenship. But as far as I know, we don't have a test.
No, I hope not.
Hopefully I didn't just plant any ideas for your teachers right there. Would you recommend that the kids go next year?
Oh,
when it's
yes.
available?
Definitely.
Definitely.
Not only is it great, you learn a lot, but it's super fun. You do stuff you don't get to do in Reno, like snorkel, kayak, although you can do some of that in Lake Tahoe, but not to the same extent. And you get to bond with your classmates and learn what they're all about, what they like to do.
And if you want to add anything else?
The classes are great. You learn a lot of interesting facts. And most people that I know are afraid of sharks. And when you put on your mask and you get in that water and you see them all over the place, it makes you feel like you're the king of the ocean. And they can't. So
Because they swim away from you.
they swim away from you. So it totally gives kids a new perspective of the ocean.
Wow, that's great.
We
Thank
can
you
pet
very much.
sharks.
Really? You got to pet sharks?
There's a touch tank where you can pet sharks. You can touch various invertebrates. And
That is great.
all the things that we see while we're snorkeling, we can see in a better learning environment.
Great. Thank you so much for talking to me.